Yeah, once again, on our last stream of this game, we returned. Well, we went out to Spain, to this chateau, and had to do some pretty tricky puzzles to make our way into a kind of like this woman's room, basically, to sort of ask about the Templars. Um, on the other side of that, we managed to somehow convince her that, yeah, we'll kind of help you out or whatever. We're gonna poke around and answer some questions. And we played this chess game, and yeah, in the end, we got this chalice, which we needed, based on the manuscript that you're seeing, well, it's above my head and to the left of where my cursor is there. But we're just getting a whole bunch of items together. So we've got that. We had a gem, which I think we gave to Nico, who's kind of our, I don't know, our partner in crime here, who's upstairs. And yeah, I guess our next order of business is to find, I guess we're going to go to Marib, I think is the name of it, which is in the airport. Not really sure if there is anywhere else specifically that I need to go. So I think I'm just going to do that, and then we'll go from there. Because the villa is what we just did. Lochmarn, of course, is the first one we did. I got the gem there, the chalice here. Technically in Paris, we did get the tripod, which we used with the gem. And then we have this Marib thing going on here, which we've kind of known that we needed to head out here for a while, to be fair, but we kind of didn't have the location unlocked until a certain cutscene played, and they were saying that somebody of the bad guys were heading out here to I don't know, to do, I don't know, evil things, I suppose. By the way, before I forget, if you were interested in watching any of the playthrough before now, maybe you want to watch them in order or you want to catch up or whatever, there is a link to the playlists on my YouTube page. They should all be up to date, actually, in fact. But yeah, that's that. Let's go to Marib. Let's do it. That was quick. Well, that was like very unceremonious. We just appear there. I keep expecting like some sort of like Indiana Jones style like traveling sequence, but I don't know, I guess I appreciate them cutting to the chase here. Okay, so let's have a look around. We've got this person over here. I guess they've got some things. I mean, this is quite an array of equipment that's lying out here. Got these two folks having a conversation. Does not look like we can go into the background at all. I do enjoy the animation that's happening here. You can continue moving to the side. So this is a scroller. We can talk to this guy. Kind of seems like a tourist. I don't want to be that guy, but that's sort of what it looks like. And look at some things. We can talk to some people. Where are my gears at? George with a very goofy look on his face right now. I thought I saw like a gear. Oh wait, we can go back there. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let's have a look, shall we?
I didn't really want to lug the rifle around with me.
Okay, so these are individual hotspots.
I had neither the money nor the desire to buy any of that garbage.
Oh.
I had neither the money nor the desire.
Okay, so those are the same.
I hadn't come all this way to seek out curios. There were some great bargains on the shelf, providing you ran a junk museum. An old executive toy and a cheap plaster statuette. There didn't seem much helpful around here. The rifle looked dangerous, to the user. The cat was an ugly brute who looked like he owned the joint.
Oh, there's a cat behind us. Look at that. Okay, so touching the cat has moved the cat off the table and up.
As I didn't see the point of going all the way over there to get scratched, I stayed where I was.
Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. So if we go pet the cat, it goes up here. I'm assuming it could be important. I don't know what to do.
Ah, bad-tempered as well as ugly.
I think it's a fine cat. Fine cat, George. Yeah, this is the original version gets. Let's have a little scroll here and just see what else we've got going on. Okay, so he is taking pictures. So we've got some sort of vendor over here. I don't really know what they're peddling. Same with somebody over here. We also have an exit into a dark room, apparently. Got a gear over there. Looks like either a gate or a door. I don't think we can go any further back. Oh wait, hang on, yes we can. Part of the difficulty in this game is figuring out where you can go. All right. I guess we'll start from left to right. Let's have a conversation with this person here.
Hey there, young fella. Speaky you the English?
Oh, George.
Speaker you the Anglaise? Parlez-vous anglais?
Yes, si, and indeed oui, and rather better than you by the sound of it. My name is Nijo. Welcome to my grand emporium of quality merchandise.
Oh, George. Just a little bit of cringe there. Okay.
Does the word Templar mean anything to you?
Templar. Ah, Templar. Templar. Why, yes, of course.
It does?
Yes. A splendid series of books by Mr. Leslie Charteris, featuring the roguish Mr. Simon Templar.
Great. That's a real help, Nijo. Anything else?
The Saint television program featuring Mr. Roger Moore of the quizzical eyebrow and a stick man with a halo. Bing!
The audio is weird. It seems like it was done in 3 different sessions. I've talked about this on some of the other sessions, but like you either get like a really crisp, good recording. You get a recording where they're like in a different room. And they're like, okay, that's interesting choice. Like, should we move the mic closer? No, we're good. We're good. You just do it from the other side over there. And then you get one where they are recording and it's pretty crisp, except for it's like done in an empty warehouse. So there's like an insane amount of reverb that happens. And like the kind of line that you end up getting, it just seems like it's a total gamble. Like it wasn't done in like any sort of order with the game at the very least. It's just sort of like they did it and then they're like, all right, we got to bring you back for a few more lines. And then they did it again. And like each time it's just kind of different. It's really funny.
So all Templar means to you is Roger Moore.
I only watched it for the stick man with the halo. Bing! He was better animated.
So I'm correct in saying that the word Templar doesn't mean much to you.
Well, there was the Order of Knights who were wiped out in an Inquisition in 1312, I suppose.
That's them. What else do you know?
Just how much information do you think there is on a Trivial Pursuit card?
A what?
From the medieval edition. We had it on the stand a couple of years ago. Ask me what a feuter is. Go on, I know all this stuff.
Never mind.
A feuter. Does anybody know what a feuter is? I'm looking it up. Support or holder for a spear attached to a saddle or breastplate. All right. Well, there you go. Little FF for you. A little fun fact.
Okay, forget about the Templars for a minute. What do you know about knights?
Like the Crusaders, they came to the East on an insane and pointless mission. They sacrificed thousands of lives, including their own, for insensate pride. How anyone can find them romantic confounds me.
That's not a very friendly cat you got there, Nijo.
No, sir. It is a very unfriendly cat.
Why do you keep it?
Oh, it's not mine. It just rests where it pleases. And today it pleases to rest there. As Kipling would say, it is a cat that walks by itself.
Fiercely independent.
And it smells.
So, this is your stand?
Oh, yes, sir. Though stand does not begin to do it justice. The finest in this bustling metropolis.
This is a bustling metropolis?
Well, not per se, no.
All right.
You speak very good English.
Thank you, sir. I learned from tapes that my uncle procured.
Oh, a language course.
No, sir. Jeeves and Wooster. Gussie, Fink, Noto, Aunt Agatha. What ho?
How much are those books there on the shelf?
Have you any Syrian pounds?
I think I might have a couple of Irish pund.
Then they're too expensive for you, sir.
All right.
What do you think of this, eh?
Oh, sir, what a splendid plaything. One day, when I am rich, I am going to build a world-renowned collection of brightly colored balls.
Are you serious?
In deadly earnest. People will come from far and wide to see my
Yes?
collection. The Rockefellers and the Gettys can keep their hordes of so-called fine art. But answer me this. What good is a Picasso, I ask you, if you cannot bounce it off a wall?
You may have a point.
I I guess I've never thought about that. This game continues to surprise me with its writing. It's quite good.
A comedian. No surprise there.
Have you seen this man before?
No, sir, I'm glad to say. Cold eyes.
Do you know the name Merlin?
I'm afraid not, old bean.
Old Bean.
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Callooh, Calais, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
This is going to be interesting because this matchbook has been traced back to this general area a couple times now.
What do you make of this?
Well, beyond the obvious, very little. That pattern seems very familiar, though.
This plaster was very useful in Ireland.
Really? Your fund of travelers' tales never ceases to enthrall me.
I love that people just like blatantly insult George. I love it. it just works.
Here, shake hands, Nijo.
I'd rather not, sir. At least not while you've got that shake and shock buzzer clumsily concealed in your palm.
Someday, maybe, huh?
Oh, you noticed.
Outlawed in 3 separate arms limitation conventions, those are.
What do you think of this?
Excellent workmanship. 12th or 13th century. I wish I had things like that for sale.
This is the tissue, right?
What do you make of this?
A man-sized double-ply tissue stained with Bestheimer's number 12 white pancake grease paint, apparently.
All right. He knows his stuff. I feel like if we need something identified, this is the person you go to. Found it to be a tricky location. All right, I gotta buckle in here. Get ready. And I agree, Havorius. It's not like, yeah, it's It's not like he doesn't
So long,
deserve it.
Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
But I do just love the boldness of some of it. It's pretty good. I'll have to remember this cat thing. This cat thing's quite interesting because I don't know what the benefit of moving the cat up top is. Like I don't know if I can use it on like a ball on the cat or something. But it is kind of curious, right? Yeah.
The cat was an ugly brute.
Interesting. All right, we'll keep that in mind. I suppose we'll join these folks here. We'll catch the other tourist in a minute.
Hello. I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, hi there, handsome. What can I do for
Oh,
you?
Hi, my name's George.
Wasn't
I was
expecting
just-
that.
Well, it certainly is delightful to meet you, George.
I was...
My name's Mrs. Henderson, but you can call me Pearl, I'm sure.
Okay, Pearl. I was...
So nice to meet a friendly American face so far from home.
Pearl?
Yes, dear?
I was just wondering if you could help me.
Why, sure, precious.
I was not expecting that voice, which like maybe is the point. I was just like, hang on, are they going? This is a choice. This is definitely a choice. All right, take it easy, Hivorius. Thanks. What do we have? What's
Do
this?
you know anything about medieval weaving?
I do a little needlework, but gosh.
It's okay. It was a long shot. Have you talked to the boy on the bric-a-brac stand?
Oh, you've met him? His name's Nijo, you know. Oh, he's just so cute, I could die. I'd love to bundle him up and take him back to Ohio.
He might not thank you.
I'm looking for something ancient, you know. Something to impress the folks back home. The poor boy was trying to do his best, but we still haven't found anything.
Interesting. I guess Ohio. Skitsy freak. I thought it'd be a little bit further south than the Rust Belt of the U.S. of A., but you never know.
Have you ever heard of a group of knights called the Templars?
Sounds familiar. I remember. Dwayne had a book. The Holy Something and the Holy Something Else, I can't quite recall. I read a little of it.
And?
Seemed like a lot of hooey to me.
A lot of hooey. Good word.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Pearl.
Me? Oh, a gentleman's interest is always so flattering. Well, my husband and I run a greetings card company in a cute little place called Akron in Ohio.
Akron, let's go.
Akron? Cute? Little?
Shouts out to Akron.
Is your husband around, Pearl?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, he is. Sorry to disappoint you.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
What does this mean to you?
Gosh, is this some sort of psychological test?
No.
Oh, well in that case it's a red ball.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Reminds me of my late Uncle Abner.
Oh? Is he a clown?
No, he was a drunk.
Have you seen this man before?
No, a friend of yours?
No, not really.
Quite the opposite.
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No Moulins.
No Moulins. Moulin? Maryland?
Do you know what
Very
this
good.
is?
Lord, no. It looks painful, though.
It's a sewer key.
Who'd want to break into a sewer?
This voice acting is actually really fun. That was good.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You're a philommenist?
Don't they have secret handshakes?
Oh, George, now you're teasing.
I've got some plaster of Paris.
That's nice, dear.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Oh,
What do you think of this
Interesting.
chalice?
Now that's really pretty.
I love George's like line in the sand with certain people where he's like, yeah, I won't do that to them. But he will do it to other people. It's like never going to be funny.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Oh, it's grease paint. I thought somebody had gaudy taste in makeup.
Molan.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
This is a different
He
hotspot.
didn't have anything that I needed. How did this guy make a living selling useless old machine parts in the middle of nowhere?
Machine parts, huh?
Pearl was actually as close to decency as she could be. Syria's a pretty conservative country. They don't like women displaying legs and shoulders. I wondered if the respect for local custom was accidental or deliberate.
All right, let's talk to this guy.
Hi, I was wondering whether you could help me.
Why, sure, son. Always got time for a fellow American. The name's Henderson. Dwayne Henderson.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Henderson.
Hell, boy, I'm not in the office. Call me Dwayne.
Oh, okay, Dwayne. My name's George Stobart.
It always kind of like that. Like, I understand that people can be like, you're trying to say like it's okay to call me by my first name, but it's sort of like, why don't we just get the conversation started a little bit? You know what I mean? Why? I'm not in the office, boy. That's my father's name. Like that whole thing.
Have you talked to Nijo?
Nijo. He's the youngster on that junk stand, right? Yeah, we've met him. He's a smart kid. Speaks 4 languages, and he's never had a day's formal education. He should go far. Kept trying to peddle garbage on us, though.
You're not gonna find much worthwhile around here.
I know that, and you know that. But try telling Pearl. She reckons there's antiquities in them door stands.
Them thar hills. Imagine there's something in here that we need. I wonder if that's the case. I should recheck this hotspot a little bit.
Do you mind if I ask you an odd question?
Okay, but I might not answer it.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
The Knights Templar?
Yep.
Nope. Nothing at all.
Well, you knew they were an order of knights.
What I know and what I say are 2 different things, boy. I haven't lasted as long as I have in this business without knowing that.
In this business?
Sure. The greetings card business.
Oh, please.
The biz.
I saw a medieval picture of a woman. Royalty or nobility, something like that. She was looking in a mirror, but the reflection was of a man with 3 faces. What do you think of that?
I think you should be in therapy.
Very helpful.
Does the image of a knight holding a crystal ball mean anything to you?
Hell no. What would a knight want with a hunk of glass?
I don't know. That's the prob.
What's wrong, boy?
It's not a crystal ball. It all came together in my head.
Oh.
What the conspirators had mentioned losing. The strange perspective of the manuscript. It's a lens.
Okay, so we're looking for a lens. Okay, here we go. Get a little something out of that. After a very weird response from this guy. I like that he like got out of his way to just be like, hell no, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I've ever had that reaction in my life. Somebody asked, hey, what is this? I'm never like, hell no.
Do you think
So
bulls
weird.
have any significance around here?
Weird question, George. Nope, I don't think they have.
What does Pearl do for a living?
Oh, I run a greetings card company, and Pearl writes the poems for him. You ought to ask her to recite some.
Okay.
You're a long way from home, Dwayne.
Could say the same about you, George.
Me? Well, I'm just sightseeing, that's all.
Without a camera, kinda lags to come all this way and not take pictures. Mind if I take a picture of you, George?
What? Why?
Wow.
Ow! You could have warned me.
Ow.
You don't mind, do you, George?
Do pictures hurt?
Folks back home will be real interested.
Hang on. I'm assuming that was Flash, maybe? Had Flash on in the middle of the day? This is in the 90s, right? So that probably blew the picture out. Almost certainly. Unless George has physical pain when he has his picture taken. Is he a vampire or something?
What exactly do you do, Dwayne?
Didn't I say? Oh, I run a greeting card company. Yep, we're based in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland?
Hmm.
Pearl said you're in Akron.
What was that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
That's interesting. This guy wasn't on... I don't know about Dwayne. I don't know about him.
What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
Recognize this?
A clown's red nose.
Recognize this?
A clown's
Oh.
red nose.
Didn't move over quickly.
Have you seen this man before?
Maybe. Where'd you get it?
I just picked it up somewhere.
Sure. I'm always picking up photos of complete strangers and then asking around.
Ow! Damn it!
There. I've got another picture of a complete stranger. Maybe I'll ask around about this one.
What is... Like, that is a sinister delivery of that line, right? I feel like that's
Do you know the name
the
Merlin?
thing.
Nope.
What do you make of this?
A manhole lifting key. So?
Hey, how come you recognize it?
Hey, how come you're carrying it?
Yeah, well, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Look, I've got some plaster of Paris.
Yeah, and I've got a picture of me shaking hands with George Bush. Of course, that was back in '76.
Shake hands, Dwayne.
Why?
Just being friendly.
Let's just be friendly by keeping our hands to ourselves. Yeah?
Hmm.
What do you make of this chalice?
That looks old. Is it for sale?
Sorry. What do you think of this grease paint stained tissue?
You've been hanging around with actors?
Okay, that's everybody.
Okay, well, I'll
Interesting.
see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
This walking animation's pretty pleasant, though, I have to say. We hear a poem?
Hello again, Pearl.
So we have to
Why,
wait for the
hello,
animation.
George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Literally standing right next to you, but sure.
You said that your company is based in Akron.
And Dwayne said it's in Cleveland, no doubt.
Well, yes, he did.
Dwayne was in the Marines and Vietnam, you know. Anyway, he got a medical discharge. Thing is, he gets confused. We moved away from Cleveland 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
He also gets a little paranoid. Thinks he's a spy or something.
I'm so sorry, Pearl.
Don't worry yourself, George. We live with it.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
I wonder where this is going, because that's an interesting detail to just be like... or it was kind of like, isn't this interesting? And then it's like, it's nothing. It's nothing. I don't know, that's odd. It's odd to me.
The stand was selling some fruit I didn't recognize. This is what travel is all about. Roam the world and discover strange fruit.
That's what I always say to myself.
The merchant was selling fruit. I decided I might have some later. I wasn't hungry and didn't want to buy fruit, so I didn't start a conversation.
All right, I guess that's fair. What do we have over here?
The stallholder's face wasn't a great ad for running a kebab stand. It was a kebab stand, and an ugly one at that.
George, so honest.
Hi, what's your name, sir?
Hello, hello, you buy kebab. Most good.
Okay.
What do you make of this?
Buy kebab. Most good.
Most good.
What do you think of this?
Buy kebab. Come to eat?
Does this mean anything to you?
No, no, you buy kebab.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
This is some voice work here.
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
I'm just wondering if like he snaps out of
I'd
it.
value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
What do you make of this, sir?
You buy kebab. You buy kebab. Yum, most good.
I'd value your opinion on this, sir.
La, you buy kebab. None?
Okay, that was really, really
Well-
enlightening.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Most good. Ooh, okay. Do we head? I feel like I need to save before I go up into this dark sort of space here. Most good. I guess before that, we can head around the corner. What exactly is going on
Reed
back
looked
here?
pretty defendable with a high wall all around it.
Okay. So what does this mean? We can go to the left here, it looks like, as well.
I figured going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Okay, I guess we're not interested in getting lost. Very good, okay. Okay, this wraps. Okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, and this doesn't go any further over. We slide a bit, but this
Hi, Nijo.
comes to a close over
Hello
here.
again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What do you know about that couple?
Oh, they're American.
Is that all?
The chap's a little odd. As for the lady, it's a funny thing. But I get the impression she's a lot cleverer than she's letting on.
Hmm,
Who's the guy selling the kebabs?
yeah.
Oh, that's Arto. A miserable blighter to be sure, sir.
He doesn't seem very happy.
He never is.
Most
Day
good,
in,
though.
Day out, a face like a wet Wednesday. Whatever one of those is.
Does he speak any English?
Not cogently, no.
See you around.
Ta-ta!
Most good, most good. Okay. This is an interesting way that this is shaking out here. I feel like we're
Hello
getting
again.
a little bit more each time we talk to somebody.
Why, hello, George.
Nothing. Hi there, Dwayne.
See if we talk to Dwayne again. Probably gonna have to do this a few times. I don't know if this is really gonna push everything forward, but obviously the more we talk to people, the more things are kind of unlocking a little bit.
Hi there, George.
Yeah, he's got nothing. Okay.
It's okay.
And then you got this guy here. What's his
Hello
name?
again.
Ardo.
Hello.
Yeah, nothing.
Well-
man.
Most good.
All right, I don't think we have a choice but to head up the tower here. This is a tower. Okay, this will fade out. All right, this guy looks like he's just having a day. Yeah, he has a Union Jack apron. I did notice that as well. I was like, what's the story here?
The stall had the fanciest awnings I'd ever seen.
Oh, I see. I'm not catching that. I'm catching this.
It was good to have some shade from the scorching Syrian sun.
Okay. The rugs.
I had nothing to buy a carpet with, and didn't want to lug one around anyway.
Doesn't have the Guybrush Threepwood code of holding. Ants of holding.
The carpet seller looked craftier than the offspring of a fox and an insurance agent. The carpet in the middle looked familiar somehow.
Yeah, so this seems like the same pattern that's on here, right?
It was the pattern. I'd seen that pattern somewhere recently.
Okay, we'll have a chat and then we'll use that on there.
Lovely carpet.
Carpets are most good.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes, carpets, yes.
Two very different rooms here.
What do you think of this?
Lovely carpets, yes.
This is what we're going to be doing again.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes, carpets, yes.
What do you think of this?
We're almost there.
Lovely carpets, yes.
Again, you gotta be patient with these because sometimes you get good voice lines and other times you do move the story along.
Does
so-
this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, nothing there. All right, so this is the one I think that
Does this match
matters.
mean anything to you?
Ah, give to me, give to me. Alamut.
Ah, okay, of course. Here we go. Don't mind me. I'll just. Oh, should I? Okay, I can't even talk to the guy anymore.
The carpet seller had an impressive collection of wares. Unfortunately, I had neither the time nor the money to buy anything.
Okay, so there's no more hotspot. Hans pocket, right? Yeah, we. That was in the hotel room, I think. Carpets, yes. All right, very good. We're in a bit of a hideaway here. Oh, look at this.
Many beneficent greetings, my most fortunate possible friend.
Huh? Do I know you, mister?
No, no, and again I say, no. But, my friend, do you not see our mutual good fortune in this meeting?
How frank do you want me to be?
You are a traveler, yes?
Boy, you must be the world's greatest detective.
No, I am told that is Sherlock Holmes of the big forehead and slipper full of shag. I, as contrast, am world's greatest luxury taxi driver.
I can see where this is going.
I am Ultar, taxi driver and luxury guide per excellence. Yes.
This I had to hear.
Where does your heart desire to go? Simply mention the name to your obedient servant and we shall fly there, swift as the eagle.
Oh, well, I don't really want to leave Marib yet, but I'm sure that if I do, you'll be the first to know.
Is good. You know where you want to go, you come to Ultar.
Thanks. See you around, Ultar.
Be having a pleasant day, full of shining experiences and happiness, my friend.
Okay, interesting. All right, what do we have going on here?
I was surprised to see alcohol on open sale in Syria. Then I realized this wasn't really open sale.
I was gonna
and
say
then
very
I
clearly
realized
that.
they weren't even alcoholic drinks anyway.
A whole bunch of iron brew back here.
I had neither the time nor the money to buy anything. I hadn't felt the need to spit since I was 12. The outside of the ornate spittoon was beautiful. The inside wasn't. I don't know why, but I felt like I could trust this guy.
All right.
The club manager's bonhomie seemed forced. Looking at the place, I could understand that. This is definitely not what they meant when they said the joint was jumping.
Yeah, club popping
The
off.
spittoon was nearly full. What did they sell here? Drinks or expectorants? Even if I'd wanted to spit, my mouth was too dry.
Okay. All right, so we have a door here. I didn't
Damn,
mean to click on it.
Door's locked. I'm sorry? Did you say something?
He say you not to go in toilet. Read sign, matey.
Matey?
It lose something in translation.
By staring hard at the notice and squinting, I discovered I couldn't understand a word of it.
Way to go, George.
My Arabic, Russian, and Japanese have a lot in common. I can't read a word of any of them. The notice didn't mean anything to me.
All right, we're off to a great start. Okay.
I was surprised. Then I realized. And then.
All right, let's talk to the bar manager, I guess.
Hi. Nice club you've got here. I was wondering if you could help me. What? I mean, I beg your pardon? I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
No surprise there, alrighty. He says sorry, but he not speak English.
But he didn't say anything.
He not have tongue.
No tongue? What happened?
It was bet.
And he lost.
He won. You should see other chappie. Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay, is there anywhere else we can go in here before we start diving into the rest of this? It does not look like it. We can leave, obviously, go back out to the street.
Hello again, Ultar.
Great hellos, munificent foreigner, and possible future client.
Well, you never know. Would you mind talking to me?
Is most agreeable. This is how Ultar learned such splendid English, yes? Yes.
Okay, we got a whole bunch of options here. So is this the sign, maybe?
Could you tell me what that sign means?
It's a door stay shut until brush come back. Signed, the management.
Oh, what does that
Brush.
mean?
Manager buy lovely new toilet brush, leaves it by wash basin for 10 minutes, come back, it been stolen. Not even out of wrapper. He damn cross. Lock up toilet and say, nobody use fine pristine toilet until brush given back. We say, what we do till then, eh? He say, cross legs and use superior willpower.
And that's what you've been doing?
No, Ultar use bucket.
All right. Okay. So we can't go in the bathroom until until the toilet brush has been replaced. Why do I need to go into the bathroom? Because adventure game, I guess. So we'll have to keep that in mind.
Have you met the American couple?
Have Ultar met them? Have Ultar met them? Yes, Ultar have met them.
And?
They most ungenerous. Ultar offer to show them wonders of countryside. They say, is there anything ancient? Ultar say, yes, of course. Nature is ancient. They say, no, anything ancient made by men. And Ultar say, have you seen Taxi? Fan belt older than Ozymandias.
Got him.
But they gone.
What do you know about the kebab seller?
A most miserable man. Ultar say, cheery up, matey mate, it might never happen. And he say, shut up, Ultar.
Fancy that.
Not at all. Arto has face like the drizzle that falls on the midweek afternoon. Whatever that is.
Do you know anything about the Templars?
Of course.
Yes? What can you tell me?
Great she-bop band of the 60s.
No, that's not really...
Who put the bop in the bop, 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 bop?
Yeah, eternal questions.
Very good. I like that.
What do you make of that boy in the market, Nejo?
Nejo? Ha! Ayub's boy is too big for sandals. I speak splendid English and he laugh. He say, Ultar, you big ox, you split infinitive. I say, I split your head if you stay still long enough. Ho, 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 ho. Pretty funny, yes?
Hilarious. You should be on cable.
I got
This
you.
place is certainly hard to find.
Oh, yes, it is most exclusive. The membership can be no more than... Kind sir, what would you guess the population of the village to be?
Gee, I don't know, a couple of thousand?
Then I would estimate the membership to be no more than a couple of thousand.
What do you think of this
Time to go
ball?
through the
Is most
inventory here.
splendid, mister.
Look at this.
Is a red ball with a hole in it.
No, it's a clown's nose.
Does Clown know you have his nose?
I really hope not. Have you seen this man before?
Oh, most certainly. Was here only yesterday.
Ooh.
Here? Yesterday? My God, he's close.
Yes, he was asking a lot of questions, just like you.
What did he ask about?
He asked about American called Stoby.
Stobart?
Yes, Stobart. You know him.
The killer knew my name.
Oh,
What else
boy.
did he ask about?
He asked about German man called Klobner.
I tried to remember the name of the man the conspiracy had lost in Syria. Was his name Klausner?
Sure, that is what Ultar said. Klausner. I told this man in the picture, Klausner wanted to go up to Bull's Head.
Hold on. He wanted to go where?
Bull's Head. Big hill, 10 mile out of town. Maybe 60.
When was that?
Oh, maybe a week ago.
Okay. I'm gonna finish the top here, and then we'll dig into these new questions.
Have a
here.
look at this.
Shiny.
All right, Stripes. Sleep well, my friend. Take it easy.
This is a key for lifting manhole covers.
You carry some strange stuff with you, mister.
What do you think of this plaster?
You
Not
really do.
much there. Not enough to make tasteful garden gnome, for example.
Shake my hand, Ultar.
Ha ha. Remind me of things that happened months ago. Maybe 6. Man come up to Ultar, say, shake hands, Ultar. But man have electric buzz thing in his hand. Ha ha. How we laugh. Then I broke his arms.
Have you ever seen anything like this chalice?
No.
Oh,
What does this grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
Nothing? Why? What does grease paint stained tissue mean to you?
What can you tell me about
There we
this
go.
Bull's Head Hill?
It's most magnificent. Lovely views. Worth visiting. Yes, by indeedity.
How do I get there?
indeed.
No. Let me guess.
You need fine luxury guide to take you there in air-conditioned taxi.
Woe is me. Where can I find such a guide?
And Ultar is most luxurious guide for most literally some way, in any direction.
Gee willikers, lucky old me.
Are you desirous of my pleasant and luxuriant service?
So, I'm gonna do this, but
No, I think I'll be hanging around the village for a while yet.
As you desire, oh
we'll
mister.
come back.
Rest assured, however, that Ultar is ready to transport you to Bull's Head as quick as a lickety-split. Yes.
So we just
See you around, Ultar.
Fare you most splendid, good sir.
we did a lot right there. And we obviously need to go to that location, but with the advent of the information that we just got, I may head back down to like the main area and just see if any new talking points have popped up. And I guess we'll keep our eye out for a toilet brush as well. And therefore, if we do that, when we get out to this Bull's Head location, hopefully we'll have all the things that we need to, I guess, do whatever we need to do out there. I feel like there's more to this than just blindly talking to people and then heading up there and dipping out. I feel like there's another step here, it feels like. But we'll see. Yeah, toilet brush hunting in Syria. Pretty good stuff, you know?
Hello again, sir.
Hello. Kebab? Mmm. Yes?
The old trope, travel to Syria, find a toilet brush.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Just want to kind of see if maybe that's out here. Nothing over there, of course. Oh, I don't see a toilet brush. I was like, yeah, this guy's junk, right?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
I met an interesting guy earlier, a cab driver.
That would have to be Ultar, a barbaric sort of chap.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You know how he speaks in Pidgin English? That's how he speaks in Arabic too.
Okay.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Again, just kind of covering my bases here.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George.
Hello,
It's
George.
such a pleasure to see you again.
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
No. No, I haven't. Is it nearby?
I'm not sure.
Sounds awful romantic. The Bull's Head Hill.
Have you met the taxi man, Ultar?
Heavens, yes. What a big man. Very muscular.
But you didn't go for a ride.
Why, George, you're absolutely the most... Oh, you mean a taxi ride? No, Dwayne wasn't interested, so it didn't happen.
My goodness.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
Hi there, Dwayne.
We'll check with Dwayne then.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
Have you ever heard of a hill called the Bull's Head?
Can't say as I have. Where's that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
Bull's Head, huh? I must remember that. Sounds scenic.
Have you met Ultar?
Almost luxurious air-conditioned taxi ride, mister.
Yeah, the cabbie.
Tried to pull a bunco on us. Take us on a wild goose chase off into nowhere.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
George. Nothing else. I'm gonna just check the junk here. Just in case.
I hadn't come all this... I wasn't sure whether I wanted anything off that shelf. That statuette was the nearest thing to an antiquity I'd seen, but it still looked like a cheap plaster copy to me. That statuette was the nearest thing to an antiquity I'd seen.
Okay, so it's just the statue that he's
The rifle looked dangerous, to the user. I didn't really want to lug the rifle around with me.
That's the cat.
I hadn't... There was some great bargain.
Okay.
The stand was hawking ancient machine. I couldn't imagine where they'd... The stand was hawking...
Okay. Alright, I guess we'll go out into the wilderness and hope that everything is okay. As you do. It's time to just trust, time to trust everybody. Can we, come by... Now, can we talk to this guy again?
It's me again.
Muruba! Hello, sir!
So he took the matchbook, obviously.
What do you think of this?
Lovely carpet!
Okay, this guy's just gonna go crazy about carpets again.
Ma
Hmm. Yeah, let's do it. I guess we just do it. Maybe we come back
Hello
with
again,
something.
Ultar.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Nothing.
Actually, let me do this really fast, I guess. I guess you could, I don't know, do something crazy and kill us, I suppose. We'll just save over this most good one here.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise.
Well, let's do it.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
Well, maybe.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh? Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
Okay, so we can't leave without 50 bucks.
Bye for now, Ultar.
May good.
Okay. Okay, the plot thickens a little bit here. Man, this seems very sparse in terms of what I have around. I guess, like, the best thing I can think of is, like, to try to sell something. Nothing on the screen, right? It's just what we've already looked at. There's, like, the roof. The carpets and the exit and the guy who just says the word carpets. This loops back around, so there's not really much we can do here unless George is willing to just hoof it out to this hill. So it seems like it's kind of far.
Going out into the countryside was a pretty good way to get lost.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything that I...
Yeah, so we still can't interact with that guy. The only real hints that we have at the moment, other than, you know, the toilet brush is possibly an item that we can use to get access to another room. And the cat is upset. The woman's more clever than she lets on. And this guy is kind of sketch. Very interesting. I'm just wondering if there is something we can do to, like, maybe we can sell something. For money. Because the other thing we need right now is money. Probably shouldn't sell the Grail, right?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
What do you think of this?
A beautiful artifact.
Okay, yeah, that's all he does for that's like the most sellable item. I guess we can give him the ball. He said he wanted to collect the balls. I don't know if he was just kind of joking, but
Hi, Nijo.
gonna have it
Hello again,
for
sir.
50 Yankee
And
bucks.
how may I help you this time?
Seriously, do you really think this thing's so great?
Take it away, you tempter.
I'll swap it for something off your stand.
There we go.
Due to seasonal financial considerations, I'm afraid I cannot.
I thought you wanted this thing.
I do, sir. This stand doesn't.
Which in translation meant it's not really my stand, and I'll be in big trouble if I swap anything for something that I want myself.
Alternatively, is there any service that you require?
Not at the moment, but I'll bear it in mind.
Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. I didn't even notice there was a bell there. Who was that guy? So I don't have any control over my cursor when the guy is coming in and out.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
Okay, good.
Is that your father lurking in the back of the stand?
Lurking.
He is indeed a roaring fellow. Ayub's his name.
You don't sound like you respect him very much.
Don't I? Not only do I respect him, I rather like him. For all his bluster, we get on very well.
You really want this ball?
You know I do, sir.
See you around, Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
We do something like this, like cat up here. Door opens, freaks the cat out. Trying to set something up, maybe. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'll have a talk with these folks. I guess we saw a new character, so we should ask around
again,
about
Pearl.
who that is. Maybe.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, what's up, Grubby? Thanks for the good
Nothing.
luck.
It's okay.
Good to see you. Nothing there.
He didn't have any.
He doesn't want anything.
Hi there, Dwayne.
There, Dwayne on the other side of the wall. Totally normal conversation.
Hi there, George. How can I help you, young fella?
What do you think of this?
It's a ball. Big deal.
Big deal.
What do you make of this chalice?
That looks old. Is it for sale?
Sorry.
Interesting.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Count on it, George.
Hello again, sir.
Hello, kebab? Mmm. Yes?
This guy's great. Alright, nothing over here
Well-
with him.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Most good. Yo, Soul the Seeker. Welcome. Favorite game of all time, right on. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. Yeah, my first playthrough of it. Been enjoying. I'm kind of cooking right now, trying to figure out what to do here a little bit. But I'm very much enjoying it. It's been an excellent playthrough so far. Welcome. This is a really interesting area here. It's got a little bit of different, of a different vibe to it here. The way that this one's set up, a little bit more of a bottle than some of the other areas I've been in. Yeah, I was in the Monkey Island 2 documentary that Shorty put together. So you may perhaps have seen me there. I also made an appearance briefly in the Monkey Island 1 documentary as well. Some really good work, that video. What do I do with all of this? It's getting a little bit late, so I'm probably going to call it soon, but I'm going to putt around a little bit in here
Hi,
and see
Nigel.
if I can think of
Hello
anything.
again, sir. And how may I help you this time?
You really want this ball?
You know I do, sir.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
You enjoy this kid, he's good. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing something else. I think this goes for the
I wasn't
statue.
sure whether I wanted anything off that shelf. That statuette was the nearest thing to an antiquity I'd seen.
Yeah.
But it still looked like a cheap plaster copy to me.
Oh, well, thanks for watching it. It was a good, yeah, it was a good time making it. Shorty does such good videos. I've enjoyed all of them. My favorite one, I always talk about this, but my favorite one is the Owl's Quest video, which I recommend if anybody hasn't seen that one. That is a really, really good one. For those that haven't seen the documentary that we're talking about, here's the link to it. It's a Monkey Island 2 speedrun history video, which in true world record progression, I guess like in true fashion of putting a history video out, it immediately becomes incorrect. Not incorrect, but like out of date. There was a new trick found for those that don't know in Monkey Island 2, where you can actually skip a section of the drinking contest with Rum Rogers Jr. So instead of having to set up the spyglass through the window off the mirror to pick to find the correct brick, which until very, very recently we believed to have been it is a random call of one of the bricks. It is a random brick each time. It's like a 1 in 6 chance or something. And in fact, you couldn't get it early correctly because the RNG isn't determined until you do the other puzzle. However, somebody found out that there's, I don't know, I guess they were doing this casually when they used to play it, but if you click on a brick, then click on the trapdoor that's down there, and you do it kind of like boom, boom, you just end up in the room. It like automatically overrides everything, and you just end up down there. So you can skip a fairly significant amount of the game, which is awesome. So, you know, the fast game gets a little bit faster. And it has some interesting implications, but yeah, the code in there is quite interesting. Shouts out to KC, who was did a little bit of digging into it, but yeah, it's like just a weird oversight that that happens. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it's interesting. It's point and click speedrunning is not something that you think of out of the gate. Sure, I know that's how I that's how I felt about it too. It's like, what is this? No way. And then sure enough. I wonder if I can talk about that guy to Taxi fellow here. I'm gonna give that one a shot. I have to say, I wish that this game had... I know you can warp a little bit in this game, but it would be kind of nice to have a like a Toonstruck style move thing where I could right click and just warp up to where I wanted to go. Not that I dislike the animation style, but sometimes you just kind of want to try things. What am I going to try to get the record back for Monkey 2? No. I don't know. I definitely want to give it a shot because my run is still sitting pretty at the moment, but it doesn't have that skip that I was just talking about. So I don't know. Maybe sooner rather than later. Monkey 2 is like the hot speed game at the moment, along with a few other things. But I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I was thinking about adding a second game in because the credit early thing. I can do that for so long, and then it'd be kind of nice to have another game that I can actually finish some runs in. Games where I'm not fully risking it for the biscuit. But Monkey 2 is a really involved game for my brain, so we'll have to see. At some point I'll come back to Monkey 2, though.
Praise be to Allah. I am blessed with your bountiful presence once more.
Okay, nothing yet in here. I figured I'd ask.
Sorry to bother you.
Like that, more of that kind of movement would be nice. And I think there is a way to do it. I remember, I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Milk Toaster, aka Amiga Runs, was mentioning that in the speed run for Broken Sword, like there's a way to do a bit more warping. I'm gonna check this room again. I guess I should check up there as well. I didn't really notice anything. Might be one of these things where I kind of need to sleep on it and come back, and then I'm like, oh, there's a hit spot or a hot spot I missed or something. What's the door? We'll try this like door thing again. Oh no, he's like, oh, I can't do it. It's I'll get lost. I think what he said.
Suddenly, I realized the horrific truth. The guy was basting the kebabs with a toilet brush. It may never have seen the inside of a toilet bowl, but it was still hardly appetizing.
Okay. We now need to get the toilet brush from the kebab guy. The plot thickens. Yeah, exactly. So there's something like kind of cool that there's a game that came out in the early 90s that like people are still discovering new things and new things and new things on. It is kind of cool. I mean, yeah, there's been so recently there was a bunch of updates to the King's Quest 1 world record route, and there were some brand new things found about like how the RNG works and like some reroutes and stuff. And it's just really cool where you can have games like that where it's sort of like people really using all of their knowledge to sort of like, I don't know, make the game go faster. But like the people who are running these games so much of the time are just like, I don't know, just flexing their brain in terms of like how much they know about it, which is always so impressive. It's really cool. A Gabe 20 teleportability, that would be amazing. I would love a little bit of that. Start walking around in cutscenes and stuff. That'd be incredible. Okay, I wonder what we have to do here. And yeah, Monkey 2 is it's a demanding game, I think, more so than it lets on. Because it's end-to-end stuff. You're always doing something to go faster. You know, it's hundreds of little optimizations that you're going fast constantly. So there's really no break in it. Particularly with all of these new things that have come out in the past like year and a half. It really is kind of a wall-to-wall run. So it's quite a bit, but I mean, there's just a lot to consider. There's a lot to remember. It's a game. It's absolutely a brain, I don't know, brain stretcher or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you've done really well, Grubby, by the way. I've been impressed with how quickly you're going up the board there. Been enjoying the runs from everybody, because right now there's a bunch of people running Monkey Island 2 right now, kind of slowly climbing the board, and it's been very cool to see. Been enjoying watching everybody do it. Had to play it on PlayStation, right? Yeah. Everybody keeps telling me to play the Game Boy Advance version, which once I realized what was going on,
Hello
that
again,
made me
sir.
laugh.
Hello, kebab? Yes?
I might need that kebab now.
Well, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Most good.
Okay, so there's no new... I wonder, I guess, if we need to... We can let these folks maybe up there know that we found their brush. I'll quickly talk to the guy over here just to see.
Hi, Nijo.
Hello.
Yeah, okay,
Look,
cool.
this is going to sound a bit strange, but I need Arto's brush.
What? The brush he bastes the kebabs with?
Yes.
Let me find some dirty postcards for you instead.
Nijo, this is serious. Arto stole that brush he's using
Serious.
from a friend, and I want to get it back.
Perhaps I could help you, old chap. Maybe? Perhaps?
Maybe what? Perhaps.
Maybe I can
what?
get you
I
a
do not
red
wish
ball.
to seem mercenary, sir, but I am a merchant, and merchants trade.
Merchant? This isn't Sears and Roebuck here.
Well, if you're going to be disagreeable,
No, you're right. What would you like?
I seem to recall that you have something that might alleviate my boredom. A globe of delight, a Rubicon spheroid of heavenly pleasure.
You mean the ball, don't you?
A tiny spherular form that barely spans my hand, yet promises hours of amusement.
If you mean the ball, why don't you just say so?
Can I have the ball back, mister?
Yeah, take the ball.
All right, here you go.
People say bad things about Americans, but you're okay in my book.
What people? What bad things?
Oh,
Never
George.
mind that now. Remember the brush?
Right, yes, the brush.
All you have to do with Arto is be polite. It lightens his day, makes it all worthwhile for him again.
How can I be polite to the guy when I can't speak a word of Syrian?
Arabic.
That's what I meant.
Simply memorize this phrase. Il ach il kalb.
Il akal kalb.
Close enough. Now, go over to Arto and deliver those honeyed words even unto his delicate ear. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Really?
Really.
Hmm.
What exactly does il akal kalb mean?
A polite but subtly complimentary greeting. He won't be able to do enough for you.
Very
See you around,
curious.
Nijo.
Ta-ta for now, sir.
I certainly don't know the language too well. I noticed that she's gone, which is interesting. Is she floating around? She is. This ought to be interesting.
Hello again, Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Yeah, Steve coming back. What a cool bonus. Like, it's very cool to see Steve running. I've been lurking on those channels. Most of the time when Steve's streaming, I'm like in the middle of some other stuff, so I've got it on in the background, but I've been enjoying that one quite a bit. Yeah, the GBA version, yeah.
Do you know
It's so
what
good.
il akal kalb means?
My, sounds romantic.
Okay.
Have you had anything from the kebab stand?
Hey, Evans, no, with my digestion.
Hey, Evans, no.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George.
All right, I guess I'll talk to Dwayne.
Hi
We
there,
gotta
Dwayne.
talk to everybody.
Hi there, George.
Hi there, George.
Have you had any dealings with the kebab seller?
Feelings.
Absolutely not. Pearl's already had one attack of Montezuma's revenge.
Do you know what il akal kalb means?
Sorry, I don't speak Arabic.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Count on it, George. All right, well, here we go.
Hello again, sir.
And a good day to you, sir.
Kebab? Mmm. Yes?
Here we go.
Il akul kalb?
Filthy. Bad, bad.
I had a feeling.
I'll kill you.
Oh, is this a death?
Whoa, calm down. Feet, do your thing.
What? Wow. So that didn't work. Yeah, we all know about Pearl's digestion. She did say it like, obviously, George, you know. You know I can.
Hi, Nijo.
Like my ball back,
What the
please.
heck did you tell me to tell him?
Patience, sir.
Patience? Patience? I've been chased by a homicidal kebab seller, and you expect me to be patient?
But consider, sir, while you were running from the irate Arto wasn't using the brush.
Hold on. Are you telling me that I've been used as a diversionary tactic?
Your brush, sir.
I can't believe that you put me on that kebab seller's death list for a toilet brush.
The ends justify the means, sir.
Yeah, but I noticed it wasn't your butt that was on the line, though.
They...
Oh, spare me.
Skip the line of dialogue there.
Thanks for getting the brush and risking my life to do it.
Anytime. Glad to be of service.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
All right. Well, okay, that worked out. I was like, is this going to be like the best death scene ever? The one that was underground in Paris there was... It's going to be hard to top that one. But that could have been it. Death by kebab salesman. In broad daylight. After being hustled by some kid with a red rubber ball. He can't climb stairs, yes. Yeah, thankfully, I was certain we were going to die there, but I guess we got away with that one. Here you go, pal.
Hello again, friend. There wasn't much point in trying to launch an in-depth conversation when I couldn't speak Arabic and he couldn't speak. Period. Well, I did know a few words of Arabic, but doubted the wisdom of using them.
It's a good
Here's
call.
your brush, sir. It wasn't easy getting it back.
Oh, he's happy.
The manager took the brush from me, gave me the toilet keys as my reward, and stomped off.
Let's go. Okay.
What's all that about?
Manager, he say, bah, look at state of this. Need much cleaning and detergent before go around my, you Ben.
He said all that?
Body language account for much, you know? Oh, yes, indeedy.
All right, we got the brush, which means we have the key.
It was the key to the club toilet.
I think this is a good enough time for me to put a pin in it. We'll explore the restroom on the next stream. Got the brush. And I think that will have to be it. I've got to get some sleep happening here. So,